life is in your hands. It's your job to take control, to sit back and put your hands on the steering wheel. You're just sitting in a car now. Put your hands on that steering wheel. Pretend you're driving. Take the handbrake off and put your foot on the gas. And sometimes, during our periods of working towards our goals and taking control over our life, we're going to have to tap the brake a little bit, slow down a little bit. It's about knowing that balance of knowing when to go, knowing when to push, when to use the drive that's inside of us, and knowing when to slow down, when we need to, think about what the next steps are. Meditate a little bit. It's going to take you times where you're going to be completely doing nothing. You're going to be completely not working towards your goals. You're going to be probably, seeking instant gratification and fucking up and, doing all these bad habits and, trying to meditate and slow down and think about what's the next step. Because during these periods, the time where we're on the brake, we've slowed down, it can feel not as fulfilling because we're not as serious, we're joking around, we're not taking life too seriously, we're not taking ourselves too seriously, and we can fall into them traps of the unhealthy foods, the unhealthy habits, and that's okay. It's your job to recognize that within yourself and knowing how much to slow down by, because you can slow down too much and reverse everything. It's about slowing down to the point where we are still moving forward. All we're doing is resting. We're regaining our energy for the next time, for that next drive, that next push. It's going to take you to go to your full limit of pushing yourself, of pushing towards your goals, of working yourself to the ground, of getting up early, or eating the right foods, like being really strict with yourself. It's gonna go from one extreme to the next, time and time again, over and over again. You're gonna have to go through that period after period, season after season, to know what the right balance is and what season, what month, what week is going to work best for you. Like, okay, I feel myself, getting some more energy now. Like I've rested a little bit. I feel like I want to be more productive with my life. I want to start working towards my goals. And for the next, 3 months, 6 months, a year, you push. You've got that drive. You've got that motivation. You've taken control. Of the wheel. You've put your foot on the gas, and you're going full force. And then again, after that, burst of drive, of achieving your goals, of working towards your goals, there will come a time where you'll burn out. You'll need to take a rest, a mental rest, a physical rest, and then you'll slow down in that period. It's about experiencing it, testing things out, and really just gauging what works for you and what's the best system and outcome for you. Like it's nice for me to sit here and tell you, to meditate and be productive and eat all this good stuff, but like do that anyway, but find out what works for you, because what works for me is completely different to what works for you. Like I like getting up early and doing some work, then going straight to the gym, and then the rest of the day I can ease off a little bit and do like little tasks here and there. But for you, it might be, getting up a bit later. Your chronotype is different to my chronotype, so you get up a bit later, you go straight to the gym, you start working, and then you eat all your food. Like some things are going to work differently for you. Different foods, different habits, and different routines. They're all going to be different. I can, do these healthy habits, do these, take up these healthy habits and take them into your life, and just test it around, like switch your life around and see if you can start going to bed earlier, or see if you work better or sleep better when you go to sleep later. Like, that could work better for you. It depends on who you are as an individual and what works for you, how that works for your life. And it's about going to that one extreme to the next extreme so you can find that balance. As long as you're doing something, as long as we've got our foot on the gas slightly, and we're not braking too hard, and we're not fully on the gas all the time, then it's going to be like a nice balance between slowing down and speeding up and working towards our goals, and slowing down and getting some more energy. We'll sort of gauge it from, okay, this is my limit, and this is where I don't want to go any further. I don't want to rest any more than this, because then I just feel really lazy and I start doing bad habits again. And it's about bringing them a bit closer together, just working on the edge of your limit, and just resting, just finding the energy to look after yourself, to then go again onto your limit so you can push again. Like I said, this is going to come in seasons. This is going to come in bursts. It all depends on like what country you're in, what you're like as a person. For me, it's like 3 months at a time. 3 to 5 months, I would say, at a time, where like I'm really productive, I'm really focused on this one goal, and then the next 4 months I'm a bit more chilled, I'm a bit more relaxed, and then again we go again, and it's like that. That's what works for me. That's what I feel like I can do. I can put everything into that one thing that I'm concentrating on for the next 4 months, and then the next 4 months I'm regenerating. I'm thinking about what to do next, what's the next steps, what's the best action to take next, all these different things. And it's like I'm still figuring it out now. I'm still figuring it out now. So I'm not a genius in this area, but it's something that I have figured out about myself, is finding your limit in each area so you can find that balance. We're not always going to have balance. We are going to have sacrifice. When we're going to our limit, when we're pushing ourselves, we are going to sacrifice, maybe the social connection, the going out, the drinking, have it being a bit more of a goofy, fun guy. Like, you're going to be a bit more serious during that time, which is, it's not a bad thing. But then when you're resting, when you're trying to find your energy again, then you're going to be a bit more silly. You're going to have a bit more of a laugh. Maybe you'll go out drinking. Maybe you'll have a snack here and there. Like, you're going to make sacrifices during these periods, and you're not going to feel as fulfilled during that period. And it's just them sacrifices that you have to make, so then you can go again. So then you can put your foot on the gas again, or you can put your foot on the brake again to slow down. It's your job to take control of your life, to take control of every aspect of your life, of what's going to happen within your life. Because you can be on the brake constantly and never get anywhere. But you can also be on the gas constantly and never get anywhere. For you to really take control of your life, of the direction that you want to go in, you must understand the things that you want, the goals that you want to work towards, how hard you want to push, how to slow down, because people don't know how to slow down sometimes, because they think that drinking and going out and, you know, eating, having a binge day, that's slowing down. Having a day where you don't do anything at all, you literally lie in bed watching Netflix, scrolling on your phone all day, like, that is not slowing down. There's a big difference between slowing down, doing absolutely nothing, you know, doing all these bad habits, to slowing down and meditating and being out in nature and journaling and focusing more on the things that bring you joy, the things that are going to help you mentally within their moments to go again. Because that energy within inside of us is a mental thing. The energy you have to go to the gym is that motivation that you've built up inside of your head. You see a motivational video and it changes the thought process in your head. It's a mental thought process. That's where the energy is coming from. You can create that energy, that burst of drive at any second just by a thought. You can create, you know, the downfall within yourself just from that thought as well. You can be your worst enemy, or you can be your best friend. And it's up to you to decide which one you're going to be. To take control of your life in any given moment. Love you, boys.